Yeah.
Good evening, Golden Eagle football fans. It is homecoming 2025. We are live from Edward Bernie Patrick Stadium in Tuskegee, Alabama. This is Chris Lee, joined tonight with Al Lee as we bring you some Golden Eagle football. Al, glad to have you back on the broadcast tonight.
Hey, glad to be back, Chris, man. It's a perfect night for football. If you were going to create a Friday night for football in Tuskegee, Alabama, it would look just like this. It is homecoming. BTW versus Munford. Munford coming in at 1-5. Booker T. Washington 4-1. So it should be a great night here for some football, Chris.
And Al, it feels like homecoming tonight. The BTW faithful are here, and they were here early tonight. They've been tailgating as the Golden Eagles are preparing to kick the ball off to the Lions. Doing the kicking duties tonight, number 19, Micah Bedgood, and he kicks it deep and
great tackle there by Purefoy. Inside of the 30-yard line, around the 26 or 27-yard line, and that is where the Lions will start their first possession of the night.
Golden Eagles coming off a big win last week against St. James, and Munford Lions were also able to get their first win of the season against region opponent Talladega. So they're coming into the game with some momentum, but certainly have their hands full with the Golden Eagles here tonight. Here's Munford starting off the game on offense.
Well, working from the pistol is going to be a handoff to number 22. That is going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. So the Lions start the game out in a little trips formation. Working from the pistol is quarterback number 2, Braden Nichols. He's a junior quarterback and defensive back for the Lions.
Nice.
Here's Nichols from the pistol again. Got a shift from his tight end. He goes stretch play to the outside. And he's going to keep going nowhere fast. It was Chris Carter, Mr. BTW, making the initial impact in the backfield. And the rest of that Golden Eagle defense was not far behind. And Munford's going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage. They might lose a few on that last play. Great job by the Golden Eagles swarming to the football. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Lions.
Hey, and that's what we want to see coming out, stuffing the run on early 2 down. If we can keep this team in this 3rd and long, or any team for that matter, I like our favor on 3rd and long.
3rd and 9 for Nichols. 3 receivers set. He's going to go play action pass screen. That's number 0. He's going nowhere fast, and he's going to be hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be
number 3, Jerome Jones. Looked like it was that Purdy that made the tackle.
That was, Jerome Jones looked like over there on the stop for no gain. So that will bring out the punting unit for the Lions. Looks like Nichols, the quarterback, will remain in to do the punting duties for the Lions. So a quick 3 and out for this Golden Eagle defense, and that's the way you want to start the game. Nichols gets away. It's a very short punt, going to bounce around the 38-yard line, takes a Golden Eagle bounce, and it's going to roll all the way back to around where the original line of scrimmage was. So excellent field position for the Golden Eagle offense to start this game, Chris. And it's going to be quarterback Jeremiah Kitt coming onto the field, the senior.
Yeah, tough break for Munford there after going 3 and out. You're trying to flip the field and ball barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, but Kitt will start here on the 30-yard line. So good opportunity here out the gate for the Golden Eagles to punch one in.
Kitt is joined in the backfield by number 24, Jaden Woods. And we're going to get a substitution. Might be an equipment issue with Ray Minor there, as
it's going to be Gilbert Finley Foley coming into the game, number 31. Haven't seen him too much this season, but he will come in for Minor here to start the ball game, and we have a penalty.
Yeah, I think Mr. Minor's pants didn't have a little bit too far above his knees, or no knee pads or something there. But the Golden Eagles draw the Lions offsides on first down. Here it is, 1st and 5. It's Woods on the carry. He's around the right side. He makes a nice move, and he's going to be down to the 1 yard. No, it's a touchdown. First play from scrimmage, Jaden Woods, touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Hey,
and just like that, homecoming touchdown.
Hey, early homecoming, early fireworks here on homecoming. Jaden Woods does what he does best, uses that speed, getting to the outside, making some people miss, and that's not an easy guy to tackle back there, and he really kind of made that defense, look a little silly out there, something he does to a lot of defenses, but good start for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, he stretched that ball across the goal line at the last minute to put the Golden Eagles up 6. And here's the extra point held by Daniel. Kick is up, and it is good. That is Mr. Alexander Williams on the extra point. 7-0 early here on homecoming. 9:53 to go in the first quarter, Chris, and the Golden Eagles strike on the very first play from scrimmage on their first offensive drive.
Yeah, Golden Eagles, good job. One handoff, one touchdown. So under 2 minutes have gone by, and we already have points here. Although we didn't get the ball first, we got great field position to start that drive, and Golden Eagles took advantage.
Very efficient drive, one play, one touchdown, and Micah Bedgood will be right back out to kick it off for the Golden Eagles, back deep for the Lions. That's going to be number 4 and number 6, and it's fielded by number 4. He's got to roll around the right sideline, and he is quickly brought down by number 14, Jamarion Glover. So the Lions will try their luck once again here with decent field position around the 36-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has certainly struggled this season. As I stated earlier, they got their first win of the year against Talladega last week. So trying to build on that momentum, something positive here in a rough season for the Lions. But perhaps their toughest matchup of the season is in front of them, and they are on the dinner plate tonight for homecoming. Golden Eagles not going to let up, as Munford will start off their second drive today. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and there's nowhere to go, no gain. That's going to be number 5, Jalen Fitzpatrick, the linebacker, making the tackle right there where he needs to be on that big play on first down.
Yeah, great play by Fitzpatrick. He reads that quarterback run extremely well and holds the Lions to a minimal gain on first down. And it's going to be 2nd and 8. Here's Nickel working out of the pistol. He wants to throw it. He throws it deep down the left sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. And that's Michael Purefoy on the coverage, and he was on the receiver very tightly there, and he causes the incompletion. That was Nichols. He wanted to find number 3, Braylon Stewart that time. Or excuse me, that was B.J. Anderson, looks like.
Yeah, you don't really see too many deep shots on this secondary, especially earlier in the game. So Golden Eagles looking at the chops for those type of opportunities. But here we go, 3rd and long. You might see him put the ball in the air again.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 for Nichols. He's back to pass under pressure. It's going to be a quick crossing route, and it is canceled immediately by number 0, Dylan Purter. He found his tight end on the quick crossing pattern, but Dylan Purter ended that play about as soon as it got started, Chris.
Hey, great play by Dylan. Just got a good instinct for the ball, and he was on top of that play, I think, before the receiver even knew it was coming to him. So, hey, it's a reason he's such a highly recruited athlete, and he shows you that right there on that play.
Punt formation again for the Lions. Purter and Daniel are back to receive, And this time Nichols gets off a high but short kick, and it takes another Booker T bounce, and it is fielded down at the 41-yard line. So a punt of 1 yard on fourth down for the Lions. That net punting average not looking the best for Munford so far in this ball game, and the Golden Eagles will have great field position once again at the Munford 41.
Yeah, they're really struggling early in that department. At some point in the game, you know, assuming there will be more punting opportunities, you got to decide if you want to just go for it there on fourth down.
Yeah, he got some height on that one, just not much distance. Here's Kit. He's in the shotgun once again. Hard count. Looks like he got the Lions to come across, but no offsides called this time. So Coach Austin will signal in the play. And now we're going to get a stoppage and a delay of game against the Golden Eagles. Took a little too long there to get that call in, so that will back them up 5 yards, 1st and 15 from the 46-yard line. Kit in the backfield with Woods. Got Price, Minor, and Tatum to the left side. Marquez Daniel at the top of the formation to the right. Kit back to pass under pressure. He's going to escape it, and Kit is off to the races around the right sideline, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down around the 24-yard line of the Munford Lions. Great run, great escape there by Jeremiah Kit. Play broke down, and he made something out of nothing, Chris.
Yeah, it's tough to account for the speed of the quarterback when you got to respect these great receivers outside. And you saw Daniel going over the top, but, hey, he just does the smart thing that time, holds on to it. But it looks like we have a flag here, Al.
Yeah, hold on there. We got a flag, going to be a hold against the Golden Eagles, so a penalty will negate that great scramble by Kit and will put the Golden Eagles back into their own territory for the first time in this ball game. So
8 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, first and very long for BTW. Here's Kit working out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Daniel is alone on the right side. Looks like he's going to be double covered. And Kit throws a long pass around the left side, and
got a flag.
It's caught by Cam Tatum. Dangerous pass there by Kit. He lofted that one up way across the field. Tatum, the big tight end, showed off his hands there, but it looks like we got another penalty here, and it's going to back the Golden Eagles up.
Yeah, you pointed out that double coverage on Daniel. It left Tatum open in the slot there. Kit would have got that ball to him with a little zip a little faster. He would have certainly had some room to run, but, hey, that holding penalty is going to back him up. But
yeah, he had to throw that one about 30 yards across the field to get it to his tight end. But once again, a penalty flag will back up the Golden Eagles to around the 35-yard line. So the Munford Lions, they didn't get many yards on their previous punt attempt, but 3 straight penalties by BTW. What?
So still first down here, first and very, very long. Guessing about, what's that, about 30.
Here's Kit. Handoff to Woods. Woods through the line once again. He's back into Munford territory, and Woods, he gets up and going in a hurry, Chris, and that's a great gain there on first down to get some of that yardage back. And we've got an injured Munford Lion on the field, so we'll hope he's okay. Here, 7:37 left to go in the first quarter. Your score is BTW 7, Munford 0. It's homecoming here in Tuskegee, Chris, and looks like the Golden Eagle fans are ready for a dominating performance here tonight.
Love to see Woods getting it going early, getting comfortable, getting a feel for the defense we're playing against. Great crowd out here tonight, Al. Of course, it is homecoming. We got a lot of classes representing out here, so want to shout out to all the alumni who are in the building today, all the current students, and, of course, everybody at home. We got the class of 2005. Want to shout out to them. They put in a special request over on the hill with the tailgate tent. But, hey, got to shout out the class of 2006 as well. And all the classes here representing tonight who made the trip home. Hey, it's something about homecoming here that's a special feeling in the city of Tuskegee. And, hey, when the team is winning, it's even better.
And number 21, Kendarius Hickman, exit the field on his own power, so we're glad about that. Here is second down and 15 for the Golden Eagles. Kit, same formation, shotgun, got Price down here to the bottom of your screen. Kit wants to pass under pressure once again, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. And we might have another Munford Lion down. Oh, he's back up, so.
Yeah, the protection kind of collapsed on Kit that time, and they were able to get back there to him. So nowhere to go. Couldn't use his speed to get out of that jam. That'll back him up a little bit more, and that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, this has not been a pretty drive by the Golden Eagle offense. So you got one drive is one play and one touchdown, and we've got this one is about the opposite. One drive and a whole bunch of penalties. Here's Kit looking for Daniel on the quick screen. Daniel's got it, and he's going to be slung around and not brought down yet. He's still fighting forward around midfield, and they're going to stop the play and blow it dead. And he loses his helmet on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Golden Eagles.
So 4th and long, that will bring on the punting team we expect here for the Golden Eagles, as I see Bedgood enters the ball game. Been doing a good job flipping the field for the Golden Eagles this season. Seemed like he has mastered the art of putting that bounce going in the Booker T way. Let's see if he can get a good one off here.
Number 1, B.J. Anderson is awaiting the punt at his own 20-yard line. Bedgood gets away a pretty good one. Anderson calls for a fair catch, but he lets it go, and it's going to be down by number 11, Cameron Cole, at the 26-yard line. So Munford's offense gets another chance here in the first quarter. 5:19 to play. They're down by 7.
And, of course, you can hear the sounds of the marching aristocrats, and they're in rare form tonight for homecoming, as well as our BTW cheerleaders. Want to give them a shout-out here tonight. Everybody representing here on homecoming.
1st and 10. It's going to be an inside handoff, nowhere to go, and Cameron Cole picks up right where he started on punt coverage along with DJ Washington. They bring the running back down well behind the line of scrimmage, but we're going to get a penalty flag here once again. Not sure what the call is going to be. It was thrown around.
It looked like on that receiver matchup here on the close side. Not sure what the call is, but
it's going to be a personal foul. Offsetting penalties. That was J.D. Henderson and the wide receiver from Munford battling it out a little bit on the outside, but
yeah, I didn't see anything too crazy on that one, but sometimes officials like to set the tone early in a game like this, that there'll be nothing tolerated as far as the extracurricular activity out there.
2nd and 15. Here's the handoff, number 22 around the right side, and he's got a lot of room to run, and he's going to be brought down by Jerome Jones, but not before he picks up around 20 yards on the play and a first down for the Lions. So a stretch play on 2nd and 15 gives the Lions 20 and enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Here's Nichols, hands it off to number 22 once again. And he picks up maybe 1 yard on that last carry. Great job by the Golden Eagle defense of containing the run on that last play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for Braylon Nichols and this Munford Lion offense. And as I mentioned, Munford's coming in at 1-5, but they did get their first victory last week. So you never want to take an opponent lightly here as Nichols hands off number 22 once again. This time he's not going to have that much room to go. And it's Mr. BTW once again, Chris Carter.
Hey, great job by Carter getting back there to that ball carrier. And
it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Lions as they make some substitutions to get some more receivers out on the field. Passing situation here on 3rd and about 7. For Nichols. He wants his running back on a quick swing route, and he's going to fight forward for some yardage, and he's going to have enough for another first down. So nice little play design there on a quick little swing route to the running back for Munford, and they're going to move the chains once again, Chris.
Yeah, good safe pass there to move the chains, and, hey, they're picking up some yards here on this drive.
Yeah, good play design to get BTW running one way, and they toss it quickly to the other way. Pick up first down yardage. So Nichols got trips to the right side. Sends his running back in motion. This time he wants to throw it to the flats. He's got it complete to his receiver. And that is number 6, Cam Tucker. And he picks up about 6 yards on that. On that pitch and catch on first down. So it's going to bring up 2nd and short here for the Lions. 1:24 to go in the first quarter. Handoff once again. And it's 22, but number 3, Jerome Jones, has other plans as he brings them down just about right at the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten a half of yard on that carry, but Jerome Jones got him down to the ground in a hurry, Chris.
Yeah, we talked about Jones last week. He is flying all across the field, every play, full speed, and they're right there to make the tackles. Don't see that signature green towel and mouthpiece tonight. You can usually spot him on the field, but, oh, there he does have it on. But good job of getting to the ball there for Jones.
3rd down, and Munford's going to go off of the left side, and they're going to pick up enough yards for another first down. So they are quietly moving the ball here on this drive on the ground as they pick up 1st and 10 inside the Golden Eagle territory at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter here
So into the first quarter, your score 7-0. Golden Eagles lead it. Homecoming 2025. And game started out quick. We got in the end zone within the first 2 minutes, but no one has scored since then. Golden Eagles looking to protect this goose egg so far.
Yeah, they started out with some fireworks at the beginning of the game, and since then, a lot of penalties on both sides of the ball, and right now Munford is driving and threatening inside of Golden Eagle territory, looking to close in on this 7-point lead at the beginning of the second quarter.
Great week of activities out here in Tuskegee for homecoming. Yesterday, of course, we had the parade as well as the athletic banquet where many former athletes and coaches were in attendance, and heard from the legendary coach Maurice Hurd, who certainly gave us a great inspiring message. And one thing we got to do, we got to honor the past of where we came with this program. The success that we are having now did not come overnight, and we're just glad to have those people who laid the foundation for a great program here. Coach Patrick in attendance as well. And want to shout out both of those guys. Right now, the Golden Eagles on defense. And we have a man in motion for the Lions.
Yeah, they're trying to confuse BTW with some motion, and Nichols going to keep it himself, but he is brought down quickly. That's Cameron Brown, the senior defensive lineman, and he got his hands on Mr. Nichols there, and he wasn't letting go, Chris.
Yeah, he doesn't let go of too many people once he gets those hands on them. And, hey, good job, the defense here. We gave up a few yards early in the drive, but let's see if we can get some big stops now and get the ball back.
2nd and 8 for Nichols. He's handing it off this time, and once again, it's Jerome Jones setting the edge along with Jalen Fitzpatrick. So the two linebackers for the Golden Eagles meet at the ball carrier and hold him to maybe 1 yard on that last carry. That's Javier Curry, number 22, the running back for the Lions, and he's had a few good rushing attempts so far in this game, but this linebacking core of the Golden Eagles is doing a pretty good job of keeping him in check the last few plays. Nichols, tight formation, wants to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by Cameron Cole. A huge sack by the junior linebacker Cameron Cole, and he came in untouched, and he brought down Braylon Nichols way back in the backfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th and very long for the Munford Lions, and Nichols going to have to get up off the ground and punt this football away. Great job on the blitz there by Cameron Cole.
Huge play for Mr. Cole that time, and just like that, took it from 4-down territory on their side to another punting situation. And this time he does get off a decent kick, but he kicks it right to Marquez Daniel. And Daniel's going to go over to the right side, break a tackle. Daniel up the middle, and he will continue down the middle of the field. I do not believe anyone will catch him, but we have a flag on the play. Daniel going to score here, but this one is coming back. What an individual effort with the spin moves from Daniel, but unfortunately, there is a flag on the play, so that will come back. Great job as we gave the punter a little credit for getting away a good one. He kicked it right to the wrong man there, Al.
I mean, this was going to come back because of a penalty flag, but what an absolutely magnificent effort there by Marquez Daniel on the punt return. I mean, he broke a tackle, did some fancy footwork with the spin move, and
okay, we're going to try to take a look at that replay here.
He's going to be upset at one of his teammates for whatever happened on that penalty flag. Might have gotten a block in the back or a hold there, but wow.
How was that? 2-3 spin moves on the play right up the middle of the field, and it was just, you knew once he got going, there was nobody on that defense that was going to stop him. Great play to watch, even though it's not going to count, but yeah, like you said, somebody on that team is going to get an earful from Daniel on that one.
So after the great return is negated by penalty flag, the Golden Eagle offense will begin this drive from their own 16-yard line. And since that first touchdown run on the first play of the game by Jaden Woods, this Golden Eagle offense and special teams units have been plagued by penalty flags throughout this first and second quarter. So instead of going up 13-0, they'll start this drive at their own 16-yard line. Kit got Woods in the backfield, and he's going to draw the Lions offsides once again. He got the defensive end right there, number 52, to come across the line, and they'll take a free 5 yards there to get him up to the 21-yard line. 1st and 5 for Kit. 3 receivers to the right. He's going to hand it off to Woods, and Woods has got room to run up the gut. Woods has an array of moves himself, and he breaks a tackle and gets it across midfield all the way to the 43-yard line. Great run there by Jaden Woods. And, Chris, he's been getting more and more comfortable getting the ball north and south from the tailback position, and he's quietly racking up the yards tonight on homecoming.
Yeah, Woods, great job that time, getting the lion's share of the carries tonight and making the most out of it here. Great job by the junior.
Trips to the left once again for Kit, and this time he's going to fake it to Woods, throws it out to Cam Tatum, and Tatum is going to rumble his way down inside the 10-yard line, but once again we have a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, and you can tell Cam is upset with that penalty. Great effort once again after the catch to get to where he was going. And, hey, Golden Eagles, when they see their players running in space, need to just put their hands up because these guys are doing what they need to do with the moves. They don't need those holes and those extra blocks now.
Yeah, penalties have really hurt the Golden Eagles so far in this first half, and instead of 1st and goal, it's going to be 1st and 20 from the 49-yard line for Kit. Woods in the backfield with them once again, and they're going to check off to the sideline for the play call, and it's going to be a incomplete pass. He was looking for Minor there on the quick bubble screen there after the fake handoff, and Minor had a little room to run. The ball just a little bit out of his reach, and it will bring up 2nd down and long for the Golden Eagles. Ball is at the 49-yard line, 8:26 to go in the first half. And Kit is going to roll to his right, looking deep across the middle. This ball is going to be incomplete, almost intercepted by the Lions there. And that is number 3 who had his hands on the football. Braylon Stewart almost came away with the interception on that last play, but it will fall harmlessly to the turf, to the grass, I should say. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and very long for the Golden Eagles. So
And here on 3rd and long, we see Daniel back at quarterback, but Golden Eagles will take a timeout, and Coach Austin will bring him to the sidelines to talk about it here. This 3rd and long play, we've seen Daniel line up at quarterback on a few opportunities here this season, primarily against Tallahassee during that game. But, hey, one thing about it, he can, wherever you line him up, you gotta watch him if you're the defenders.
Yeah, I like that timeout there by Coach Austin. 3rd and long, you really want to find a way to convert here and try to add to this 7-point lead here with just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. And this is the type of offense that can convert on a 3rd and 20. They've got the play calls and they've got the athletes to do so. So Coach Austin just wants to make sure they've got the correct information to line up and go for on 3rd down here. As you mentioned, Daniel is at quarterback, bunch formation to the right side, and Daniel gets the snap. He's back to pass. He wants to throw deep. He's got a man. It's Porter deep down the field, and it is complete for a 1st down. And Porter shows off the great hands there, and he's down to the 25-yard line. And, Chris, as I mentioned, they wanted to make sure they had the right play call in, and they sure did. And Daniel finds Porter deep down the right sideline for a completion, and Kit will enter the game back at quarterback. They're going to go trips to the left this time. Kit. Quick pass out to Jalen Price. He's got it up the field, cuts back, and he is going to be stopped by a host of Munford Lion defenders. So just a little RPO right there to get the ball into one of those playmakers on the outside, Jalen Price, and he picks up a quick 6 or 7 yards there. And it's going to bring up 2nd down for the Golden Eagles. 6:50 to go in the first half. Golden Eagles going to go trips to the right this time. Woods in the backfield with Kit. They go with the hard count. Munford does not bite. Play clock down to 2, and the Golden Eagles are going to have to get another timeout to avoid a delay of game penalty.
Hey, good adjustment there on that 3rd and long. It's good to see when we need a big play, we can put that package in and get it. So you got Daniel to Porter, and that's a combination I like. I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, it really was a great play call there on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Golden Eagles up by 7. They're looking to add to that before the half. Second down and 4 for the Golden Eagles. Trips to the right side of the field. And this time the handoff goes to Woods again. He's got room to run. Breaks another tackle. And he's spun around, and another 1st down is picked up by Jaden Woods. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Golden Eagles going to go in a hurry here. Kit. This time he's going to hand it off to Woods again, and Woods, he's going to be very close to the goal line, and
touchdown. They call it? Nope.
They're going to say he's down at the
nope. Now they're going to say it is a touchdown. But it's going to be a late flag. So
we got a lot going on here. We got a penalty flag on the play. We got Jaden Woods coming off the field without his helmet on. We've got fireworks. We've got a Munford player holding up the football. So we're going to stand by here for a confirmation on what actually did occur at the end of that play. It looks like Woods was stopped just shy of the goal line, and we don't have an official signal yet from the
Yeah, they're talking about the line judge ran in and threw his arms up indicating touchdown, but obviously something here to be discussed. They're having a full-on debate, looks like, and still no indication. Looks like they're going to say he was a little short. And actually, they're going to, well, looks like they will line it up as if the extra point attempt is about to happen, but they're talking about something out there still, Al.
Yeah, you're correct there. It's going to be a touchdown for the Golden Eagles. Jaden Woods does find the end zone once again, and not sure what the discussion was about, but the Golden Eagles do indeed put 6 more points on the board on that last play. So after much discussion and debate, the Golden Eagles end up with 6 more points on the board, and Alexander Williams will come out to attempt his second extra point of the game. Marquez Daniel will hold. Here's the snap, the hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Golden Eagles add 1 more to the lead, 14-0 with 5:58 to go here in the first half. And once again, we've got another penalty flag on the field, and I think we've got a little bit of back and forth going between the Munford Lions and the BTW Golden Eagles, and the referees are just trying to get that in order right now.
Yeah, once again, offsetting penalties, so no harm, no foul. Williams 2 for 2 on the night, extra points. That is a great sign from this kicking game. So
very good sign. And I knew when we met Mr. Alexander Williams for the first time, and he was really working on his craft on the other end of the field with those kicks, that he was going to get it together, and he has certainly been an asset to this Golden Eagle football team. And one thing about the PAT and extra point team, you really need those points, and he's been providing them tonight for the Golden Eagles. 2 for 2, and they've got a 2-touchdown lead with under 6 minutes to play, and they're going to be kicking this one off from their own 15-yard line.
I guess they didn't offset those penalties there.
So the Golden Eagles are ahead by 14, but penalty flag, and
must have been a couple.
I think they got them for one on the actual touchdown run and one after the PAT. So they're going to be kicking off from the. Looks like the
12-yard line. You don't see this every day, but Bedgood will kick it off, and hey, he gets off a pretty good one and a great bounce. That ball is live, and it's going to be down inside the 30. So great job, despite being backed up on the penalties. Good job by that kick coverage, getting down there, and good job by Bedgood kicking it deep, as that was mishandled by the returner. So drive will start for the Lions inside the 30-yard line. 5 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
That was about as good of a kick that you could ask for from your own 12-yard line. And the Golden Eagles special teams units, the bright spot the last few plays here in the first half. So, and before I can finish that, the Golden Eagles jump off sides here. And it will be offsides against BTW. And that will give the Lions a cheap 5-yard gain. And it will be 1st and 5 for Munford. Nichols working out of the pistol Hard count once again. This time the Golden Eagles stay disciplined. Play clock is at 25. Nichols wants to pass right side. This was going to be intercepted. It's Jerome Jones. Nobody's going to catch him. It's a pick six. Touchdown. Golden Eagles. Jerome Jones takes it in. Bring on the fireworks, Chris.
Hey, it was only a matter of time. When you're all over the field and you got instincts for the ball like that, eventually one's going to come right to you. And, hey, great play by Jones that time and an excellent return. He knew that no one was going to catch him once he got to that football. And defensive touchdown for the Golden Eagles as we go up 20-0 here, 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Hey, you couldn't have written the homecoming script any better than this so far. Maybe adding one more extra point will make it even better.
Alexander Williams is back on the field to attempt his third extra point of the first half, and Jerome read that one all the way. He caught that one, and as soon as he got his hands on the football, he knew no one was going to catch him. He raced to the end zone. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So Alexander Williams, 3 for 3 here in the first half, and he is pumped up heading back to the sideline. And you got to love this young man, and he brings a lot of energy to this special teams unit, and his hard work is paying off, Chris. 21-0. The Golden Eagles lead the Munford Lions here on homecoming. 5:43 remaining in the first half, and I've got a feeling that they're not done yet.
You got to love it, Alan. We're getting kind of spoiled here, almost to the point where we're taking these extra points for granted. I know at one point that was the loudest cheer of the season when we made an extra point for the first time. So, hey, great job, great progress here in the program with the development of the special teams and the kicking game. We're going to continue to highlight those advancements because, hey, that's something that we have not always had here at BTW.
Indeed, and this time Bedgood will kick it from the 40. He gets a great end-over-end kick. This time it is fielded cleanly, but he's not going to have much room to go, and J.D. Henderson was flying down the field, and he makes the tackle at the 20-yard line. So great job on the kick coverage there by Henderson as Munford.
Yeah, not sure if the return man slipped or if he felt Henderson's footsteps coming at him, but
yeah, he didn't have much blocking on that return, Chris.
Avoids the big shot there going to the ground, and 5 minutes and 35 seconds left. A lot of time left still in this first half. So, hey, I'd like to see some more points on the board. Quick defensive touchdown. Last drive. How about another one right here, Al?
Yeah, Munford, heavy formation this time. And if they shift and give it to Javier once again, he's going to be brought down in the backfield. I think just about everybody on that defensive line got their hands on him that time, Chris, and he's going to lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, great swarm defense that time, and they're going to run that clock, looks like a little bit here.
Second down and 11 for the Lions.
That's Javier Curry, number 22, for the Munford Lions on that carry.
And they're going to hand it to Curry once again, and he is not going to have much room to run. He gets back across the original line of scrimmage, gain of about 2, but that's it. This Golden Eagle defense making yards hard to come by for the Lions. Third down and about 7. 4:25 to play here in the first half.
At this point, they're going to use as much of that play clock as they can.
Nichols rolls to his right. He wants to pass, pumps once, and he had a man streaking down the right sideline, but he cannot hold on to it. And that will bring up a 4th down once again for the Lions, and Nichols will once again have to punt this one away after an incompletion on third down. And I guarantee his coach is saying, whatever you do, do not kick it to number 4.
Yeah, I think he'd rather have one of those 1-yard punts than kick it to number 4 here. But let's see, and he almost got it. Let's see what the bounce does. A little bit more than that, so.
Yeah, short kick, but not as short as of the night, and the ball will be out of bounds at the Munford 45-yard line. And that is where the Golden Eagle offense will have 3 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock to try to add to this 3-touchdown lead, Chris.
Yeah, on the bright side of that, ball did not end up in the hands of number 4. So got to look on the bright side there. But this will give Golden Eagles great field position as Kit will take over.
Let's see if they throw it to him here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Kit. He's got Dylan Purter in the backfield this time. 3 receivers to the left, Daniel to the right. The handoff's going to go to Purter, and he surges forward for about 5 yards on that carry. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 5 or 6. Excuse me, 2nd down and about 4 after that carry by Purter on 1st down. And the Golden Eagles do operate with a no-huddle offense, and they're going to go quickly here. Kit hands it off once again, Purter, and he's going to be hit hard, but stays on his feet, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard on that last play. A great job and great effort there by the Munford Lion defense, and that was number 55 coming in fast, making the hit for the Lions. That's going to be Lake Walters. The senior linebacker for Munford. So 3rd and short for Kit and the Golden Eagle offense. He's looking, got Daniel, and he just missed him. He just missed him there, had Daniel on the quick out with room to run after he would have had that ball, but it's going to be incomplete just a bit outside, and that will bring up a 4th down, and no question about it, the Golden Eagles will keep the offense on the field and try to pick up the 1st down. Here's Kit going with the hard count. That won't get him. Getting the play now, and Purter in the backfield with Kit, going to switch sides, and the handoff will go to Purter. He's going to go left side. He's got the 1st down and more. Purter, oh goodness gracious, he steamrolls the defender, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to be down to about the 9-yard line. Great run there by Dylan Purter on 4th down. He picks up a 1st down and delivers a little punishment to the Munford Lion defenders on that last carry, Chris.
Yeah, great run. I don't think the defender wanted to get in front of him, and when they did, they paid for it.
Golden Eagles going to go quickly. Here on 1st and goal, Kit rolling to his right, throwing to the end zone, and it's going to be just out of the reach of Ray Minor. He was wide open in the end zone, and
yeah, it touched his hands, but was a little bit too far out of his reach.
Great effort
almost
there.
A perfect setup with 2:22 left in the first half. Number 2 almost caught one for 6, but they will get another shot at it here at 2nd down.
I like the math on that. 2:22. Number 2 almost caught it for 6. That was a. We'll get back to that one. Here's Kit. This time, 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. Coach Austin wants to talk this one over.
Yeah, one thing about it, you're up 21, but you want to get some more points in this situation. Go to the halftime with a comfortable lead and give the fans something to celebrate here at homecoming. Once again, great crowd here, Booker T. Washington High School Homecoming 2025. We've had a week full of events. Started off the week with the coronation. Great job by everyone who has planned and executed a festive homecoming week here in Tuskegee, and it's just a great feeling. Once again, you know, Golden Eagles have been winning here lately, and it's just always good to celebrate this team, these cheerleaders, this band, bringing a lot of spirit and a lot of pride to the city of Tuskegee that I'm proud to be the mayor-elect of, and we're going to continue supporting this program from a community aspect. It's always a pleasure to bring you this broadcast, and we're looking forward to hearing from these marching aristocrats here in a couple minutes. Hey, but first we got some more points to put on the board as handoff goes to Dylan Purter up the middle. Purter will break a couple tackles, gain a few yards, and the clock will continue to run as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first half. So that will bring up 3rd and goal for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, 3rd and goal from about the 8-yard line for BTW. They're going to go trips wide way to the right side of the formation. Kit got Purter in the backfield. This time he's going to hand it to him once again, and Purter goes into the end zone untouched. It's a touchdown. Golden Eagles. Dylan Purter gets into the end zone on the ground. Add 6 points to the lead. The fireworks go off once again, and it is 27-0 BTW in the lead. And right now the route is on with 1:43 to go in the first half, Chris.
Hey, the way this game is going, you know, I hope we got enough fireworks over there. We've heard from our fireworks 4 times already. So I hope they're locked and loaded as Williams comes out again for his 4th extra point attempt of the day. And that is up and good.
Once again,
4 for 4 for the young man, Alexander Williams. We keep scoring and kicking these extra points. We're going to be in some kind of record territory there. And great job here. 1:43 left in the ball game. Golden Eagles lead it 28-0. I was able to meet that young man's grandmother actually on the campaign trail over in Sojourner area, and she was certainly proud of her grandson. Let me know who he was, and hey, I confirmed what she told me. He's a great young man, great character, and he really puts a lot of work into that craft. And again, that goes to all the specialists here. We've seen Micah Bedgood make some great special team plays, some great kicks, some great punts, and this is a special team by committee here for the Golden Eagles. So this time they will kick it off from the 40.
Bedgood gonna send this one deep, and it's gonna be fielded around the 11-yard line by Munford, and he's looking for some room to run, and J.D. Henderson finds the ball carrier in a hurry, and the Lions will get it out to the 35-yard line, but J.D. Henderson got to the ball carrier with some intention on that kickoff, on that last kickoff, and he makes another tackle on special teams. So J.D. Henderson playing with a lot of enthusiasm on that kickoff team.
Yeah, Henderson is one of those guys, especially on special teams. He's often the first player to get to that ball carrier, to get to the ball. Good to see him coming with a lot of intensity for the senior.
Munford bringing out their bag of tricks with a shift here, and they're going to go with the hard count. Golden Eagles show some discipline there, stay on sides. And some confusion in the backfield, and that's not good for Mr. Nichols. And that looks like DJ Washington and a host of other Golden Eagles got a hold of him, and they weren't letting go, and it's going to be a big loss on first down for the Lions. So they went with a few shifts there to try to confuse the Golden Eagles, and it looks like the Lions were the ones that ended up on the confused side of that puzzle. And they're going to shift again here. Let's see if they get it right. They're going to go with the option here. And it's going to be nothing doing this time. Ball came out at the end, but officials will say the play will be ruled dead before that happened.
Looked like Purefoy on that tackle.
Yeah, Mikael Purefoy gets to the ball carrier, sets the edge, and does a great job of containing that last play. Doesn't let it get outside. 30 seconds remain in the first half. Let's see how aggressive Munford will be here as the game clock gets down under 20 seconds. The Golden Eagles do not have any more timeouts left at their disposal here, so I think the Lions are just going to run it here and try to get to halftime, and it's going to be a fake and a quarterback keeper by Nichols, and that will be the final play of the first half. And Nichols faked it to his running back there, and DJ Washington punished the running back, but he didn't have the football, and Nichols picks up a few yards, but nothing major on that last play, and it will bring us to halftime. Your score is Booker T. Washington 28, Munford 0 to end the first half, Chris.
Yeah, great first half by the Golden Eagles. They will get the ball back to receive to start the second half, so we're going to let you all enjoy halftime here coming up. We got the Marching Aristocrats here on homecoming as we will crown the homecoming court. There's some Golden Eagle football players that will be in the mix, including Mr. BTW, Chris Carter. So CC being honored, and they're putting the sash and the crown on him right now, as well as that entire homecoming court.
Yeah, I don't think the coaches will mind a little participation in the homecoming festivities and when they have a 28-point lead. We're going to let you check out the halftime festivities.
Introduce to you the 2025-2026 Liberty Washington High School Royal and Homecoming Courts. We Eagles represent the very best of our Golden Eagle family. It is and with excellence in every area of life. Introducing to you the second gentleman to Mr. Booker T. Washington High School, Mr. Kevon Walton. Mr. Walton is being escorted by his grandmother, Ms. Tammy Walton. Mr. Kevon Walton, a distinguished senior, who exemplifies strength, dedication, and perseverance, is the son of Mr. Kevon Walton Sr. and Ms. Cody Smith, and the beloved grandson of Miss Tammy Walton, who represents Booker T. Washington High School as a member of the Golden Eagle varsity football team and the outdoor track and field team. Beyond athletics, Kevon serves in the media ministry at Greater Friendship Missionary Baptist Church. He plans to attend the University of Alabama to major in civil engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, the second gentleman to Mr. Booker T. Washington High School, Mr. Kevon Walton. Introducing the second attendant to Booker T. Washington High School, Miss Rachel Christian. She is being excited by her father, Mr. Ralph Gansigan. Miss Rachel Christian, who is a distinguished senior, who exemplifies leadership, grace, and service, is the daughter of Mr. Ralph and Nicole. She is enrolled at Tuskegee University while completing her studies at BTW. Daisy, while proudly serves as a Golden Eagle ambassador and participating in the Gold SGA, BCSN, and 4-H. She is also active in Destined to Change Ministry, the Red Tail Scholarship Program, and the Alabama World Ministry. Daisy plans to Tuskegee University or Auburn University to major in aviation science or professional flight. Ladies and gentlemen, the second attendant to Miss BTW is stationary Michelle. Introducing the first to Mr. Liberty Washington High School, Mr. Trayvon. Arnold Trayvon exemplifies leadership, talent, and service. This is so much mission in the Army. He was enrolled at Tuskegee University, while completing his studies at BTW. Trayvon now serves as the saxophone section leader for the marching of class. He is the authority singer, senior class representative in SGA, and president of George. He is also an active member of the Junior Banners. Trayvon has major in biology or physics. Ladies and gentlemen, trying to present to Mr. Introducing close to this BCW, Miss Elizabeth Spell. Who is as alongside her father, Mr. Andrew Skins. She is a distinguished singer who embodies race, scholarship, and service. She is the daughter of Mr. and Miss Andrew Smith. She is thoroughly enrolled in Tuskegee University, along with the herself that faculty Washington High School. Elizabeth served as a Gold ambassador, peer helper, and active member of SGA. She is also a devoted member of Mount Holland Missionary Baptist Church, where she participates in the prayer and unit ministry. Elizabeth plans to attend Tuskegee University to major in life science and later pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, because to Miss BTW, this is my Elizabeth Spell. Now, introducing Mr. Booker T. Washington High School, Christopher Cooper. Your team started on taking his mother, Miss Kiara Cooper. Christopher is the son, Miss Kiara Cooper, and Mr. Eddie Cooper. He is a distinguished senior who exemplifies resilience, leadership, and strength. He proudly represents BTW in his participation in basketball, indoor, track and field, the fishing club, National Honor Society, and FFA. Christopher is also a member of the Manos and 4-H. He is a devoted member of the East Zion Church, where his faith continues to guide his work to national to college to continue his footballing career while maintaining criminal justice and law marketing. True determination, strength, and character reflect the true spirit of a golden school. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. TW, Mr. Christopher Cooper. Now, representing this BCSN for the 2025-26 school year, Miss Renata Clayton. She has been a father, Mr. Travis Clayton. Shania is a distinguished senior who exemplifies excellence, leadership, and service. She is the daughter of Travis Clayton and Miss LaShonda Kennedy. She stands as a sharp example of scholarship and school pride at BTW. Shania leads with grace as cheer captain while also serving as a golden ambassador. We are a peer helper and member of the National Honor Society, 4-H and SGA. She is a devoted member Missionary Baptist Church. After high school graduation, she planned to attend the University of Alabama at Birmingham to pursue a degree in trade industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss PW, Mr. Breaker. Now, for our homecoming chorus, introducing Mr. Varsity, Mr. Raquel Uniform. We are being escorted onto the field by his brother, Mr. Kickoff Uniform, Mr. Raquel Uniform, son of Mr. Stefan and Miss Akila Uniform, is a driven and versatile singer, as he represents BCW High School with pride and dedication. A true competitor, he excels in football, basketball, baseball, and track. Displaying discipline and perseverance and teamwork work on and off the field. Michael's leadership and commitment to excellence makes him a role model for his peers. He plans to attend college to pursue a degree in sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Varsity, Mr. Michael Jericho. Introducing Miss Varsity, Miss Jessica Johnson. Jessica comes forward to the field by her father, Mr. Richard Johnson. She is daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richard Johnson. She is a talented and accomplished singer whose passion, leadership, and strong spirit shine bright. She is a dedicated coach sport athlete, excelling in flag football, basketball, track and field, softball, and band. Jessica's drive and determination have earned her the respect of her teammates and peers alike. After graduation, she plans to attend Huntington College, where she will continue her athletic career as a member of the flag football team, while majoring in athletic training. Jessica embodies strength, pride, and excellence, the Golden Eagle tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, the varsity, Miss Jessica Johnson. Introducing the first incident to Mr. President Donald. Introducing Miss First Attendant to Miss Purple and Gold, Miss Lauren Howard. She was joined onto the field by Mr. Sheldon Shepherd. Miss Lauren Howard, daughter of Miss Sheldon Shepherd, is a radiant and ambitious singer whose elegance and confidence lights up every occasion. She is a proud member of the BCW Marching Music Group. She brings great joy and school pride to every performance. Lauren plans to attend Auburn University to major in biology while preparing for a rewarding career as an ultrasound technician. Ladies and gentlemen, first attendant to Miss Permanent Gold, Mrs. Lauren Howard. Introducing Mr. Permanent Gold, Mr. Mitchell Brown. He has been escorted onto the field by Miss Katrina Hoffman. Mitchell Brown is the son of Mr. Michael Brown and Miss Katrina Hoffman, is a well-rounded and dedicated singer who exemplifies excellence and determination. He proudly represents BCW on the Golden Eagle football team, track and field, from state and manner. He plans to pursue a degree in agriculture while combining his passion for innovation with desire to serve his community. Mr. President Gold, Sir Mitchell Brown. Introducing Miss President Gold, Tyler Jackson. She is being escorted onto the field by her uncle, Mr. Terrence Weber. Tyler is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tony Jackson. She proudly serves as the senior class president, a member of the National Society, and a distinguished participant in the Jazz Color Guard. She is here in role as Tuskegee University, but defines academic excellence and commitment to her. She plans to major in chemical engineering. Let's give it up for our Miss Kimberly Rose and Tyler Jackson. Introducing our Mr. Brown and Mr. Skip Ernestine Early. Matthew is son of Miss Jennifer Early. He is a member of the Golden Eagle Band, where he showcases discipline and creativity. He is also a member of the Cavaliers. Matthew plans to attend Trenton State to study welding and prepare for a successful career in the trade. Ladies and gentlemen, our Mr. Homecoming, Mr. Matthew Henderson. Our Mr. West, Brittany Daniels. She raised her son of Mr. Mark Sr. Miss Morgan Daniels is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Martin Daniels Sr. She proudly represents the class of 2026 as Miss Homecoming. She is a member of the Golden Ambassadors, the Astonishing Aristocrats, and JRTC. In addition to her school involvement, she serves as class secretary. She plans to attend to the university to pursue a degree in animal science. Let's get that right. Coming, Miss Morgan Daniels. Thank you. And this concludes our halftime presentation of the Royal Miss Homecoming Board.
Here it comes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the County Board of Education, Superintendent Melissa Williams, and Superintendent Mr. presenting this magnified graduate film of the 14th. The dance under the direction of the smallest snatches of Mighty and Powerful Mrs. Lydia Fluid, with Assistant Band Director Mr. Anthony Watt.
Right there. They go to well. Yes.
Brought to you in surround sound concert coordination. We have our astonishing original and other than direction of Vivian Tanisha Daniel. Crocodile Eagles.
And we are back live for Homecoming 2025. Chris Lee along with Al Lee on the broadcast tonight. Want to take a few minutes to recognize this homecoming court here at Booker T. Washington High School. Great job once again by everybody who put this court together and everybody who played a part in making this homecoming week a success. We had our second gentleman to Booker T. Washington High School, Mr. Kevon Walton. We had our second attendant, Miss Deshanae Christian. We had our first gentleman, Mr. Trayvon Butler. We had our first attendant to Miss Booker T. Washington High School, Miss Elizabeth Smith. And we had our Mr. BTW, Mr. Christopher Carter. And our Miss BTW 2025 was Mrs. Shania Creighton. We had Mr. Varsity, Mr. Mikhail Purifoy. We had Miss Varsity, Mr. and Mrs. We had Mr. Varsity, Miss Varsity, let's see, Miss Jessica Johnson. And we had Mr. Chavez Burton, gentleman to Mr. Purple and Gold. So that's not it. We've got Miss Lauren Howard, who was our attendant to Miss Purple and Gold. We had Mr. Mitchell Brown, who was Mr. Purple and Gold. Miss Tyler Jackson, who was Miss Purple and Gold. Mr. Matthew Henderson, who was the escort to Miss Homecoming. And we had Miss Morgan Daniels, who was our Miss Homecoming 2025 here at Booker T. Washington High School. So, hey, we had a full court, a lot of football players out there, a lot of marching aristocrats, aristorettes. We had some cheerleaders in the mix. Well-diversified bunch here representing the best and the brightest here at Booker T. Washington High School. So a lot of fanfare, and the score is supporting a great festive night that we have had so far this evening for Homecoming 2025.
Yes, indeed, Chris, and congratulations to all of those young people who are representing their school well here on this homecoming night. It's always a great homecoming when you got a big lead in the first half, but this game is not over. The Golden Eagles are leading 28-0 And I'm sure Coach Austin is preaching to his team throughout that halftime period to stay focused and to come out here in the second half and finish the job here, as they still have 24 minutes of football to play. So once again, congratulations to the entire homecoming court, all of the representatives from Booker T. Washington High School. Happy homecoming to the alumni who are watching near and far. Happy homecoming to the alumni who are here in attendance tonight. And as you mentioned earlier, Chris, we have a great crowd out here. The weather is perfect. The score is in our favor, and we're going to hope that we can continue on with the success of that first half, and so it can carry on here to the second half of play. The Golden Eagles will receive the second half kickoff.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Al, it smells like homecoming out here as well. We got a breakfast and dinner food truck and Chuck and Jive, 2 local vendors. Hey, that's not a paid sponsorship, but maybe we can get us a plate on the way out, Al.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get one delivered up here to the press box. See if we can get that message delivered over there to the
While we're thinking about food, we got an onside kick here to start the game from Munford to start the second half, but that is recovered by the Golden Eagles. So,
and you know, Chris, just as I was mentioning Coach Austin keeping the players focused, I'm just going to be honest, my eyes weren't even on the field. They were in the left corner of the back end zone on those food trucks and food tents, but we are back locked in here. Second half action. Golden Eagles apparently recovered the onside kick, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Jeremiah Kitt. He's got Jaden Woods in the backfield with him. They get the signal here from Coach Austin. Marquez Daniel is wide to the right side. Here's the snap for Kitt. He rolls to his right. He wants to pass, unloads, and this one's going to be incomplete. He was looking deep down the right side, and that ball was somewhere in the vicinity of Cam Tatum and Ray Minor, but it will be an incompletion to start this second half. So Golden Eagles come out swinging with a big lead on first down, but it will be incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the BTW offense. Here's Kitt, hard count. No one bites. Play clock down to 2, and it's going to be a quarterback sweep here for Kitt, and he's going to be run out of bounds, and he maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he did. He's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards on that last play, and he just tried to get to the outside. Munford did a great job of not letting him do that.
He didn't quite get the blocks he was looking for on the outside, and Munford defenders able to get in that backfield. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Jeremiah Kitt.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Dual receivers to both sides. Kitt and Minor to the right. Tatum and Price to the left. Woods is in the backfield with Kitt. He takes the shotgun snap. He's looking. He's got Minor on the quick out. It's going to be complete, but it will not be enough for the first down, and looks like Coach Austin's going to keep that offense on the field.
Yeah, we're on our side.
They got some of those yards back.
We're on our side of the 50 here. Might as well go for it. You got a big lead. Keep the foot on the gas, you know, especially after that onside kick. I think you got to keep it aggressive here.
Let's call it 4th and 6, and Munford comes across the line a little bit too early, and that's going to make it 4th and very short.
Hey, great hard count.
And actually, they're going to give him the first down after that penalty, so a very costly jump for the Munford Lions, and it's going to result in a Golden Eagle first down at the 43-yard line. So here's Kitt, shotgun. He's looking. over the middle. It's going to be caught by Jalen Price. He stays on his feet, and he's finally brought down around the 21-yard line, and he climbed the ladder that time and showed those hands. And it's a big-time completion from Kit to Price. And a first down for the Golden Eagles down to the 21-yard line, and they're going to line up quickly. No huddle offense going fast here. Kit. Getting the play from his head coach. And he wants to pass once again. He's looking end zone. This time it's going to be a little too tall for number 13, Jalen Price. And he wanted his receiver once again, that time going towards the end zone, just overthrew him by a tad that time. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, coming out aggressive once again, throwing the ball. Hey, Price made a big play climbing the ladder that time, but couldn't quite get up to that one.
2nd down, man in motion. It's Marquez Daniel. And this time the handoff is going to go to Jaden Woods, and he's quickly brought down by a couple of Munford defenders. And just like that, it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for BTW. 10-13 to go in the third quarter.
Hey, you know, if we don't get this first down, Al, I wouldn't be mad at a field goal attempt. Why not?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It is 3rd down and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Kit working out of the shotgun, tries the hard count once again. Munford stays at home this time. And Kit wants to throw across the middle. It's going to be caught. Hey, Jalen Price. It's a touchdown. Golden Eagles. A 21-yard strike from Kit to Price. And the fireworks go off once again. Add 6 more to the scoreboard. 34-0 is your score now. 9:38 to play in the third quarter. What a pigeon catch there from 6 to 13 to put 34 on the scoreboard, Chris.
Hey, no need for that field goal, but I'll take the extra point attempt here. Great job. You know, this passing game is coming together. Kid has struggled at times this season, but getting the chemistry when it counts with his receiver. That time the snap is bobbled, but, hey, Williams is still going to get it through. And, ladies and gentlemen, he is a perfect 5 for 5 today on extra points. So, great job there punching it in. Great pitch and catch on the touchdown reception. And Golden Eagles are up 35-0, 9 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Check out that last strike from Kit to Price. I mean, that was a beautiful pass and catch there between the quarterback and receiver, and it ends up putting 6 more points on the board. And thanks to number 41, Alexander Williams, we add 1 more, and now your score is the Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles 35, Munford Lions 0, 9:38 to play in the third quarter. A great way to start the second half for the Golden Eagle offense.
Yeah, great way, and good to see Price getting involved in this offense. We talk all the time. He was such a big factor last year and made some big plays this season as well.
Kick is fielded by Munford, and Mikael Purefoy and Jerome Jones get down the field in a hurry, and this return doesn't go far. They're going to get him inside of the 20. Going to call it about the 18. No, excuse me,
Yeah, he had 2 missiles coming
18
right
yards
at him on that play with those 2. So great play, great coverage, and a great kick there.
Yeah, this Golden Eagle kickoff team is playing with a lot of inspiration on this homecoming night. You love to see your kickoff team flying around the field and making guys think twice about returning the football. And Munford will have to start this drive deep in their own territory. Here's Nichols going to hand it off to Curry. And Curry is going to be brought down for a loss. Penalty flags fly. And it looks like number 10, Bam Brooks, 11, Cameron Cole, and a host of other BTW defenders got their hands on number 22 right there. And he was going nowhere fast, but we do have a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like they might have gotten DJ Washington here. We'll see what the call is for a little bit extra after the play, after the whistle was blown. Oh, nope. They're actually going to call. Is that a holding? Offensive face mask. So that'll back them up even more. Apologize there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they got one of the linemen with hands to the face. I don't know if the ball carrier got his hands in someone's face mask, but I tell you what, he was dealing with purple and gold jerseys as soon as his hands touched that football, and that flag is just going to add insults to the injury on that last play. Once again, handoff to Curry, and he's going to be met immediately by number 53, Chris Carter, in the backfield for a loss of yards on the play. And it's getting a bit chippy between the offensive line for Munford and the defensive BTW. We're going to get a timeout here just to kind of cool things down here. 35-point lead for the Golden Eagles. You don't want to do anything to jeopardize your status for any games going forward. Here you want to keep the main thing here on homecoming and continue to dominate this game in between the whistles on this beautiful Friday night in Tuskegee, Alabama. I don't think you could have drawn up a more perfect night for a homecoming game here at BTW, Chris.
As I'm enjoying a little homecoming snack here, you're right, Al. Great weather, great fans. I mean, this is the place to be. Would not want to be anywhere else tonight other than here with you at Edward Bernie Patrick Stadium. 8 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And we have a score update from the region. Hanley, they are leading Tallahassee right now in the third quarter, 35-7. The Tigers playing at home. Well, the Tallahassee Tigers are playing at home tonight, and they are behind by a few points, Chris.
Yeah, you got to watch that Hanley team. They've been looking pretty strong here in recent weeks. Of course, we will have a matchup with them coming up, but here we go back to live action.
Third and long for the Lions. It's going to be a screen pass. Nice play design, but it is sniffed out by number 10, Bam Brooks. And once again, we've got DJ Washington in the back of the end zone. And a few more scuffles going on between the Lions and the Golden Eagles. And I think a player from Munford was taking some exception to something that happened between him and the big freshman defensive end for the Golden Eagles. But aside from that, a nice play call there on third and long by Munford, but Bam Brooks just read it the whole way. He brought down the running back before he could get going, but a personal foul will negate that great play, and it will make it third down and short, I believe.
Yeah, good to see Bam Brooks back tonight after being out a couple games here. Homecoming his senior year. Great play there by the senior.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 for the Lions. So they catch a small break and get another crack at third down. This time it'll be a lot shorter for Braden Nichols. Got two backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Nope, he's going to keep it himself. And the ball is on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by the Golden Eagles, and that's going to be number 50. He's taking it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. It's Caleb Kendrick on the scoop and score.
What a play.
Ball came out.
And we got a scuffle here in the end zone, but break that up. We certainly don't need to, like you said earlier, Al, when you got a lead like this, sometimes you can be triggered by the other team who's certainly down big, but Coach Austin getting his guys away from that because we don't want any parts of that.
Yeah, we don't want to see anything like that going on, but got to stay disciplined. But Caleb Kendrick was Johnny on the spot on the scoop and score, taking it to the house and adding 6 points to the lead. We do have flags at the end of the play, probably going to get some personal fouls on both teams. The officials are going to sort it out here. And the entire Golden Eagle team is huddled up right now amongst themselves and the coaches. And coach is giving them a stern talking to right now to remind them that you got to keep your head. We're up by 41 points. No need for the extracurricular activity. Let your scoreboard do the talking for you. And right now, with the 41-point lead, it is doing just that, Chris.
Yeah, great job. And Kendrick is just fired up on the sideline, as he should be, picking that ball up and taking it the distance. That is a dream for the big man to get a gift like that. But once he got the ball, he showed you that motor he's got.
Yeah, after that scoop and score, and he hit that sideline with some speed there, he might be nudging Coach Austin for a few snaps at fullback after that, Chris.
Hey, he might have earned the spot. Trying to show you that replay here, having a couple technical difficulties. And there it is, replay. You see him pick that ball up and almost high steps it there in the end zone as he jumps over the defender. Great job, great play. Those are the kind of plays you dream about for homecoming, and one he will never forget, I'm sure.
Yeah, great job by that Golden Eagle defense. Munford got a second try at third down, and it ended up being disastrous for the second defensive touchdown of the night for BTW. As the Golden Eagles continue to pour it on here on homecoming. 41-0 is the score. 7:53 remaining in the third quarter. Officials still conferencing right now between both coaches to sort out that fiasco at the end of the play after the scoop and score. We're awaiting the PAT attempt.
Golden Eagle is a non-smoking facility.
And the fans are enjoying a big-time lead and a big-time game by the Golden Eagles so far tonight.
Yeah, sometimes a pause in the action like this just gives both teams a chance to get your heads cool, focus back on football. We got 7 minutes, 53 seconds to go in this third quarter and a whole fourth quarter to go. So certainly want to still execute, and maybe we'll get a chance to see some of the younger guys here at some point.
Yeah, I certainly hope we will get that opportunity. You always love to see your young guys get a chance to come out and show their talent and show what the future of the program holds. Got a big lead, got everybody in attendance tonight. Everybody wants to showcase their talent and help their school get a victory. Will all likely be the 5th win of the season when it's all said and done for the Golden Eagles tonight. I'm sure the defensive coaches would love to keep that scoreboard saying 0 under the guest slot. So still a lot to play for here with just under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. A lot of football left to be played, but one thing you want to make sure after this long pause that both teams are able to keep their heads and just keep the game clean and allow the sportsmanship to keep being displayed.
Hey, no doubt about it. Hey, this is where champions are made. You know, this is when we talk about scouts. They look at the demeanor of players a lot of time when you got the big lead, you know, on the sideline, how you keep your composure and how you even stay in the game with the same intensity. Certainly, we'll see what the calls. I expect them to be offsetting penalties, and looks like they are going to spot it at the normal spot there at the 2 for the extra point attempt. So Williams looking to go a perfect 6 for 6 tonight. Don't want to jinx him, but had a great night tonight kicking extra points here for the Golden Eagles.
And Chris, I don't think he's going to be done just yet. So after the long break, here's the PAT. Golden Eagles lining it up, the snap, the hold, and this one is going to be good. Alexander Williams, 6 for 6. And the Golden Eagles take a 42-0 lead here in the third quarter. What a ball game here so far for this Golden Eagle football team. And down on the Golden Eagle sideline, I do see number 22, DJ Washington, without his shoulder pads and jersey on. Not sure if he will return to this ball game or not. Also, looked like I saw number 19, Micah Bedgood, warming the arm up before he's going to kick this ball off. So might see a few changes going forward here with the 6-touchdown lead in the third quarter. The clock is running. I'm sure that was part of the discussion between the Munford coaches and the officials after the Golden Eagles went up by 42. So going to have a little expedited third and fourth quarter here with the big lead. Bedgood sends it deep. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. And once again, J.D. Henderson flies down the field and
got some flopping going on.
Grabs the ball carrier before he can get going. And you said it, Chris, you got some guys flopping around the field and some more penalty flags come in. So just want to, as we mentioned before, keep it clean going forward. These last about 18 minutes to go in this ball game here on homecoming for the Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles. 2025, they're up big.
Their highest point output so far this season already. As we mentioned, a lot of game to go, but prior to this week, it was 26 points put up last week. So we're going in the right direction here with the offense.
And we're going to get a false start against the Munford Lions. They went with the hard count, and looks like it was their team who jumped. So it will be a 5-yard penalty against Munford. 1st and 15 for the Lion. Heavy formation for Nichols. He's going to hand it off to Curry. Curry over the right side, and he's going to pick up around 4 yards on the play. And once again, we've got some pushing and shoving between the Golden Eagles and the Lions, and this is not what we want to see here. And the coaches are onto the field to separate the student athletes, and this is not the scene we would like to see. Coaches and
yeah, like you said, we got to keep our cool here in this situation. Obviously, we have the lead, and we do not want to see anything jeopardize, any further games this season for these players and any opportunities that they might have even after leaving here. Certainly didn't see exactly what happened, but good job of Macon County Sheriff Department kind of getting in between of that scuffle. So that clock will continue to run here.
Yeah, and I don't want to speculate here, but well, I'll just wait and see what the call is. We've got both coaches and all the officials and some law enforcement in the middle of the field here discussing, I guess, what will happen here going forward. The clock is continuing to run now under 3 minutes. The Golden Eagles are ahead 42-0.
Hey, one thing I know, we've got some high character guys on our team, so don't want to speculate, but it looks like they were certainly provoked there. Munford losing, but sometimes you got to lose with class. As Principal Bright is on the field, making sure that everybody understands that, we're going to be the bigger person. Even when they go low, we got to remain soaring high here as Golden Eagles.
Yeah, hopefully we can just get back to playing football here. I mean, we got some, it's a physical game, pushing and shoving. It happens. You don't want to see any guys, throwing punches and all of that. But at the end of the day, we want to just get back to playing football. I mean, obviously the emotions are high here. And right now, the coaches are still conferencing with the officials to figure out what the outcome of that last dust-up will be. Clock is now stopped at 1 minute and 55 seconds to go.
And they're going to keep that clock moving. I don't know if they're just going to sit here and let the clock run out. Certainly, this game seems to be out of reach, but they're going to just sit here, keep talking about it, let that clock run. At least here it looks like to the end of the third quarter. So stoppage of play here. In the meantime, we'll show you the Booker T. Washington cheerleaders as they keep this homecoming crowd entertained.
Yeah, great job by the Golden Eagle cheerleaders. They've been keeping the crowd pumped up and on their feet. They've had plenty of plays to cheer about here tonight. Right now, we're just trying to get on to the next play, and get on to the fourth quarter and finish out this homecoming with a win on the night.
Yeah, this is the first time I've experienced this where the clock just runs as everybody's just kind of standing around watching it run. But once again, I think that was the attempt last time after the penalty to just let both teams cool off. But, hey, this is a very intense game that we all love, and certainly there's a thin line between competitive aggression and violence on the field. So the sheriff departments want to definitely make sure that everybody keeps it in the spirit of competition and sportsmanship. So we've got a signal here from the official to stop the clock. And looks like they will set the clock to 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So we're going to have a expedited fourth quarter. Not sure if we're going to play some more football here tonight. Every play. So the unfortunate thing is, we were looking forward to a lot of the younger guys getting in the game here. Not sure if they're going to get that opportunity now, but we are kind of in the dark here as we continue to just wait and see what's going on. Play was stopped for those of us who are just joining us near the end of the third quarter after a little scuffle.
Yeah, hopefully they can get this all figured out and we can get some action back between the lines. Like I say, keep the spirit of sportsmanship and competition going without any mishaps here. Coaches and officials, they're still meeting around the 45-yard line to figure out what the plan will be going forward for this fourth quarter. And with the lead being so large, I don't want to speculate, but they might go ahead and call the game, which would just be extremely unfortunate. But that might end up being the case here on this homecoming, which has been just about perfect up until this point. So,
yeah, a lot of fans starting to leave, and it looks like players will also exit the field here on opposite ends to avoid further escalation. That looks like that's going to be your ball game, and Golden Eagles will win it 42-0 after play is suspended.
Yeah, Chris, and you hate to see that. A great game, a huge lead by the Golden Eagles, and this kind of comes to a very anticlimactic finish. But while we await the official ruling, we will enjoy the sounds of the Booker T. Washington marching aristocrats.
Well, it's front. I parked over there. I parked over here.
So on that note, we will wrap it up here. Tuskegee, Booker T. Washington High School, homecoming 2025. Golden Eagles will win it 42-0. We will be homecoming guests next week at Bullitt County. Heated rivalry. Look forward to bringing you that football game. And, hey, unfortunate ending here, but great performance before all of that happened for the Golden Eagles, as a lot of offense was displayed and great defense as they hold their opponent to 0 points here for the ball game.
Yeah, great performance by the Golden Eagles between the whistles up until the end of the game, which was cut short, but just want to acknowledge the great play by the Golden Eagles on this homecoming game here on this Friday night here in Tuskegee. And we look forward to seeing you next week from Bullitt County.
Absolutely, Al. And, hey, we're going to wrap it up here from Tuskegee. Chris Lee, Al Lee, Preston Robinson, Kim Wright, and we're joined by John Lindo tonight on the camera. So, hey, great crew as always, and looking forward to bringing you more Golden Eagle football this season. We're going to call it a night here for homecoming live from Bernie Patrick Stadium. This is Golden Eagle football.